And welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be opening some Legions of Will product. You can see me just kind of getting my hands into the box here. I'm going to kind of just pry this open in a second. But today, or rather yesterday, I was sent all of the product that you're going to see in this video. Here we go. We have the Chaos Ascension Anniversary Edition. And then we have Journey into the Abyss packs. And I even ordered a few of these Chaos Ascension Anniversary Edition, which I was super excited for because a bunch of really good reprints that I needed for my decks. Whoops, just kind of dropped one there. Let me scoop this around. There we go. And then also I got some of the secret rare or chase secret rares as well, including the ones here that I illustrated. So let me go in. Oh, I actually don't need to cut those. That's great. So I'm gonna open these up here and look at that. So these are some of the cards that I illustrated. You can see that they're not artist proofs or anything. Beautiful foiling though on these cards. Like, I'm so stoked on how they look. They were just beautiful, just like the other cards that I received. Just amazing quality. Kind of scoop through here real quick. Look at that. I can never pronounce this guy's name, but I was really happy with being asked to illustrate these cards, and it's really cool that they were included by Anthony, the creator of Legions of Will, when he sent me this little care package here. And then, of course, I wanted to support and pick up a few of my own too. And I'm really happy that I did, because I opened all this product, and the Chaos Ascension, the Anniversary Edition, has amazing reprints. I'm going to put the light on a little bit better for you guys, see if we can get these cards really shining. Let me take another look at this Angel real quick. Beautiful. Trying to get it into the camera to kind of focus a little bit more, but it's a little bit harder. I'm going to probably put these up on screen and everything too, so everybody can see them, probably picture in a picture it, and make sure that everybody can kind of see some of these amazing pulls that I get. So we're going to start right off here with the Journey into the Abyss packs. Yeah, Act of Truce. Love this card. I'm just going to call out the cards that I love. Relinquish, amazing. Yeah, I really love the Relinquish, the transformation cards. Now I've been playing about a week now, and I've been just like brewing and crafting these decks, and it's really fun. There's so much potential in this game. Love this beautiful first foil here. And then to go with the Relinquish, our first rares here is we have our Transformation and Zadnam, which Zadnam is an amazing card. A lot of my decks so far have been kind of like combo-y, more spell-centric decks, but I do have a couple decks that I'm working on, just to be fair, kind of just like fun decks, and Zadnam is definitely an amazing choice, just to stick permanents like right into play, and he is super cool. Ooh, look at that Angel again, just for a second. I'm going to kind of organize in a second too. I love this little demon here. I have him in one of my new decks, but not one of the fair decks, one of the combo-y decks. Kind of go through. Beautiful. Yeah, just the quality on the cards is incredible too. Couple little upgrades here. And then looks like I got another foil. Kind of put that over with the other guy, and then have a Lilith and Iconai Untethered as our next rares. Let me kind of adjust these piles. I do in the very first deck that I built, which is still more of a combo-y deck, I have that Lilith in there, and I kind of discovered like a cool combo with her, with Arid Ingress and the Effervescent Tunnels, where basically you can start moving her and just start snatching things, like at least one thing during your turn, one thing during your opponent's turn, and sacrificing them and stuff like that, kind of getting some cool synergies. I love these cards. I love the Cursed Relic. That one's also in the same as my little demon deck and everything, just as like a cool little like turbo combo. I'm calling my decks right now, and I'm gonna trademark the decks. The first deck is what was it called? Stall Center, because I'm just trying to stall the game out and go through and just make sure that I win with Iconai Untethered, uh, making sure that I'm just stalling the game as long as possible, and then finding ways to combo off with a couple cards and then mill out my opponent's deck, which is awesome. And then my second deck is going to be called Turbo Timmies, because I'm just trying to turbo out a whole bunch of little 1/1 like creatures, or little 1 cost creatures, and or units. I keep calling them creatures, but units. I've been brainwashed and programmed for so long playing other games that I keep calling them units. But here we go. Let's break into this pack. Alrighty, this card combos with that other one, that Seer card, and I had that in the little Turbo Timmy's deck for a minute, but I ended up kind of taking it out to be more optimal once I started actually, once I opened these other cards with the Anniversary Edition, and got like more access to some like free cost and better units and things. Just ones that fit the deck a little bit more. Got some more beautiful foiling. Okay, and then here have Iconai and Serval. The last pack, I kind of missed it because I was just yapping, but I do see that there's a Zadnum on top. Hopefully I didn't miss a brand new card that I didn't introduce before, but we'll just keep moving. When I go to add the little edits on top, and we kind of really like show the cards, I'll make sure that I stick it in there for sure. Alrighty. Awesome. That is a pretty good base right there too. Ooh, and one of my favorite cards, and it looks like it goes with that base, the Martyr of the Veil. So I did have a whole play set, which is 4 copies of Martyr in the Veil in my first deck, the Stall Center, but I did remove them, or at least 2 of them. And then Iconai and Lilith again. I did remove 2 of them though to be a little bit more optimal, just because they are good, but what I noticed is a lot of the best units will actually get around your opponent's ability to block and things like that. So they're really good like blockers, but because damage is all dealt at the same time. Ooh, Relinquish is one of my favorites. Because the damage is dealt at the same time, they're kind of like, they can still like let you hit. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to point at this one for sure. Vanquish, amazing card. That's a 4 of in that Stall Center deck for sure. Just the fact that you get to redeem it, or if it's in your opening hand, you discard it. Ooh, the Septurian Lodge too. That's one of the combos with that Lilith that I discovered. Ooh, and Transformation and Serval again. But yeah, that Septurian Lodge is another combo with the Lilith, where essentially, and I had to clarify this rule too, if you take one of your opponent's things, you can stick it on one of the bases that you control of your choice. So if I grab a non-Septurian and I station on the Septurian Lounge, it basically becomes removing it from the game, just expelling it right off the bat. So that's kind of fun, you know, just as like a good way, especially with, since the deck is called Stall Center, and I'm trying to just stall out the game, like having late game where I throw down Lilith and can just auto remove things actually feels pretty good, especially if you're kind of running behind. There was another Cursed Relic there. Let's see. We got a couple cool ones. I've wanted to do something with this demon that lets you mill your own deck, but I haven't had a chance yet. Great Angel there, nice foiling, and then it looks like another Iconai Untethered, and then the Serval. So for my deck, even though the Stall Center does center around that Iconai Untethered, I do use the special promo serialized version because it's just way prettier, and I'm really happy to have one. Alright, let's see. Now to the main event. We're going to cut open some of these Anniversary Editions. Yeah, and like I said, I'm re-recording the audio and everything, so I've already opened these, and let me tell you, they are just full of amazing reprints. Like, this really took my decks to the next level, and I found a bunch of the cards basically that I'd been putting in the servers trying to trade for, and basically got almost all the cards on my list, like maybe minus a couple cards like World Tree or City of Amethyst, which are in different sets. But wow, this set really had some bangers. Let's see, let me find this little plastic tab. Here we go. Grab the plastic tab, undo the plastic. Yeah, and the other thing too is these anniversary edition are all foils. So now I have like just a binder of just beautiful rare foils and everything. Here we go, starting off with some of these bases. Let me adjust the piles, getting a little crazy over here. I like this power plant. This power plant is actually the starting base in my new deck. Just the fact that it gives you 5. I don't know any other bases that do give you 5, even though it just has 1 capacity and pretty low defense, but you know, I'm trying to get around that. Ooh, the copy upgrade is also a staple in the new deck that I built after opening this product, because just an awesome card. Oh yeah, love this card too. I mean, it's an upgrade that will give you 3 basically, and it costs 0. This is another, I want to say, almost auto-include in most decks, along with like cards like Twilight Blossom and things like that, because they just are good resource. That card right there too that I was just showing off, not just for the foiling, but is another staple in my new deck too. It doesn't have a name yet. Maybe like mid-range upgrade or something, but you know, meant to be a little bit more fair, but just like as it gets going, the longer the game goes, like I start to do some pretty crazy things, but nothing like the Turbo Timmies or the Stall Center. These are some really good, yeah, like you see the thumbs up. Oh, couple thumbs up, couple points. Just really, really good cards. The, oh, geez, my, Forbidden Fruit. Geez, my brain was like, just like, beep, 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 beep. Cheep, cheep, cheep. And then, basically the, with the Severance, and, let me see, I have to go into my, little stockpile here. Yes, Severance is an amazing card, that I'm trying to play a little bit more, kind of find, like, good places to put inside of my decks. Oh, Deluge, even though it's limited to 1, it is an amazing card. The Divine Intervention here, amazing card. Let me see, what are the other ones? Oh, this card, the Harvest Nature. I'm so happy that it's included in here. I'm already thumbsing it up and pointing at it, because I just saw it and I was like, wow, that's gonna like actually just make my new deck like do something too. And it's good, like when a card can make you do something. Oh, Sands of Eternity, another amazing card. It is limited as well. And sorry, not Divine Intervention, Divine Vengeance was the other card. And then, oh, and then Dissociation is the other counter that's really good. Those little Demon Imps there, too, are another staple in the Timmy, Turbo Timmy's deck. Beautiful, there we go. So each of these also has a serialized card in it. Each of these Chaos Ascension Anniversary Edition. Like I said, everything's foil. You get a good mix, and you get some good, like, reprints. These gas creeps especially, like, they instantly replaced, and you can see me pointing at those too, because I'm putting that little pile aside for, okay, these are going to replace some cards in my decks that I've been building, and really, really excited about it. Like, just beautiful. And just having, like, foil, I mean, just blinging out your deck like that too is awesome, and feels really good. You feel so fancy, and it's nice to feel fancy sometimes, you know. And let's see. Okay, so these ones are also in my kind of more mid-range, kind of fair decks, alongside like a couple of Skinwalkers and Demonic Temptress, the Malum. They're really good just to kind of like get some extra resource, especially when you're dealing damage. I don't really know any other card that does that, even for any other type, so that's great. That's another great card. Just being able to roll twice during your battle is really big, because I'm terrible at rolling that D12, and I know that there's a couple games that I've played with one of the other artists from the game, and he saw me roll maybe like you know, 15 dice and never get to actually attack. So, man, I got maybe just some bad luck or something. Just excellent. Here's another special promo card, I believe, coming up too. It is a more of like a vanilla creature. Oop, almost dropped it there. But I love just how it breaks the borders and everything. I love when cards do that. Here's some of the. That's one of the skinwalkers I was talking about. Is super cool. I really love that card. This one too is another card that I believe. I don't know why I'm struggling to remember. I did give it a thumbs up too, but I believe it is the card. Yeah, whenever you gain resource, you gain twice that much resource, which is excellent because you know it's not just during your normal like your resource phase or anything like that. So it's like if anything is going to give you resource, including those like Twilight Blossoms, any of that stuff, like just doubling it is really incredible. Let's see what we got next. So most of the sets, like you're gonna see a lot of repeats, which I really didn't mind. Like once I noticed, like so they're pretty much just repeats and reprints from Chaos Ascension, just all in foil and everything. And the repeats I definitely did not mind because you get, you know, Raise the Dead and you get the Harvest Nature and you get a bunch of the best counter spells and everything. And then these upgrades that are ever, like, super important. You know, the copy upgrades again. It actually, yeah, like I just pointed to it, I was like, I'm making a deck with these because that's so cool. I love copying things. Uh, there you go. That same upgrade that's just basically like gives you extra resource that I said is basically an auto include because it costs 0. Kind of going through here, you're gonna see, like I said, a bunch of the same repeats. Here we go. The Forbidden Fruit, super cool. But the one thing that is, and then these are the Dissociation, which are really good counter spells. You can see I'm gonna keep like putting them over in the like, okay, these are going in a deck immediately pile. Same with the Severance. These actually help in the Turbo Timmy deck a lot because you can counter your own stuff to gain extra resources, especially when things cost, you know, 1 or 0. There we go. The Deluge. I wish you could use 4 Deluge, but it would be so broken. The Divine Vengeance is super, super cool. A lot of my decks don't really attack, but they do want to prevent my opponent from attacking. So Divine Vengeance is great. The Harvest Nature, once again, is one of the key cards in the Turbo Timmies. Raise Dead right there. I think I missed in the last pack, but Raise Dead is an incredible, like, it can't be overstated how good it is. Same with the Sands of Eternity. I'm putting more of those imps on the side and then more of the gas creeps on the side because they are, once again, the stable foundation of my Turbo Timmies. Only card I'm missing for the Turbo Timmies is my altar that or the altar that allows you to sacrifice a unit in order to gain extra resource. But you know, I'll get one of those at some point. Here we go. Amazing. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name, but I love that card. It actually helped me a lot in one of the games that I was playing. Even though I was playing against it, actually helped me in like the Stall Center deck where I was able to clear my opponent's board, which felt pretty nice. Here we go. Okay, got some more of our full art promo here. I did miss. Oh, my serialized card was one of those. The I really got to learn its name and learn how to pronounce it. I just don't want to butcher it on camera because this camera it'll be proof that I just cannot read or you know who knows. But either way, love that card. That was my serialized card in this pack. I got 2 more here. Gonna take a second. Luckily, I'm doing this off camera, so you don't see me like struggling to open this one. You just see like a cord twitching and moving cards around on the table while I'm just like off screen, just like trying to get my fingers into it. There we go. Okay, popped it out here. All right, let's grab the tab, and we will go through. And like I said, it is gonna be another repeat, so we're gonna really see the same cards. So I'm gonna pick up pace a little bit here. just kind of flip through. You know, you got these beautiful bases. Like I said, the foiling is excellent. Everything's really clean. Everything's really smooth. The cards feel really good. Um, and like I said, I don't mind. Like, I might even buy 4 more of these because if I can have 4 more Raise the Deads and I can have more of these copy upgrades. Here we go. There's our serialized card. And then if we can get, yeah, I'm kind of pointing at the serialization right there. If I can get more of some of these like zero cost upgrades and things like that just for future decks, it'll be really good. Because I don't know about you guys, but I hate like having to move cards from one deck to the other. I like having multiple copies. There's the Forbidden Fruit. I'm just gonna stick them right on the side because they're going in the deck again. The Dissociations, which are excellent, and then here we go, the Severances, which Severances, ooh, and Deluge, and then Divine Vengeance, just excellent. The Harvest Nature, I don't know if I'm gonna need to point at any more of these because they're just excellent cards. There's that Raise the Dead. Made sure I pointed it this time. The Sands of Eternity, just excellent. We have some more of the Imps. There we go. And then we got just beautiful angels over here. We're going to put those over in our foils. And then, yeah, those gas creeps are super cool. They're little like, you know, 1/1s, you know, 1 will, 1 power, but just having 1 will is excellent. So the way that Turbo Timmy's deck works as well is using the Abyss that allows me to bring down the cost of units stationed on the Abyss by 1. I can just kind of play as many as I can to capacity to dump them out of my hand and cantrip into other cards, including that Harvest Nature, so I can start activating my other bases. And then eventually, the way that the deck wants to win is bringing my deck down to 0 cards and just looping Transformation and Absorb just over and over again. No Relinquishes in the deck just because it does prevent the damage, and I want to be able to swing out like in 1 turn. But yeah, if I can basically go through, I can absorb, grab Transformation back, then use Transformation for free to put Relinquish, sorry, not Relinquish, Absorb, and 2 of those Harvested Natures back in my deck, and then essentially I am just going infinite with Resource, and then going infinite with Transformations. And when I start to do that, it just gets really nutty because now all these little 1 power units just are infinitely huge and have 0 will. So they can all attack at will. I don't even have to roll for them, which feels great because I'm a terrible dice roller, like I said. And then I can just like swing out with everything, and you know, just it's just overwhelming. It's just a stampede of these units. Sorry, I keep wanting to say creatures, but units that at a certain point are just infinitely large. You know, I can do that successfully as many times as I want, and then, you know, even if you have tons of things in play, I have, you know, 14 units that are now all just infinitely large, and it's just like game over essentially. There we go, more of the Severance. Oh, I can also, if I need to, what I have noticed too is I can do the, when I get into the transformation loop with Absorb, I can also just put Absorb, Harvest Nature, and Severance, because there's 4 copies of Severance in the deck, and I can put Severance back as well. That way I prevent my opponent from like playing anything to just like get all my units. I can either Severance, you know, even you know, I can even Severance the Divine Vengeance and things like that, and then it prevents them from even playing a second Divine Vengeance because of the fact that you know, I am going through and giving them resource in that point. But because of the fact that Transformation, Absorb, Severance, and Harvest Nature, they're all actions. I can also play them in response to everything. So the combo at that point, once I get down to those 0 cards in deck, is pretty well insulated. And of course, I've been kind of going on a tangent, but I'm just really hyped on that Turbo Timmy's deck. My first deck, the Stall Center, is super fun too, and I've had it's gone through a whole wave of upgrades, especially now with all these new cards. But I'm really, really excited just to add a bunch of these to my deck, build a whole bunch of new decks, and then get some new products. So there's the double thumbs up. There's some rock on, more thumbs, and bye. I appreciate you watching.